everybody out there in Mindsight Hypnosis Land. It is I, Michael Brody, once again with on a Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here at the Mindsight Hypnosis Studios. Raise the roof, raise the roof. It's wonderful to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. And we are here once again with another Mindsight Hypnosis show. And we are on YouTube Live and we are on Facebook Live. And I see, oh, yes, I see my sister once again, Felicia Palladino, and she says, bro. And I say to her, bro, what's happening? What's happening, man? It's lovely to see you. Why am I acting like this? Why am I acting so peculiar today? Well, it could be because, well, of the guest I have. He brings it out in me. I don't know what he's giving me, but it's damn good. Dan Goyette is here, and he will be here for a little while. We're going to have an interview with him. Before we do that, I want to say to everybody out there, all 40,000 people that we have right now listening on Dan is jealous, I'm sure. Oh, Joe is here. Hey, what up, Doe? Doe, what up, Doe? It's good to see you, Joe. Glad you're here. We have if you are in the house, as 40,000 people are, we want to say whether you're watching on Facebook Live or whether watching on YouTube Live, we would love for you to please just say hello. And if you're on YouTube or Facebook, just so we know who you are. We have a very great show for you tonight. Not just a good show, but we got a great show for you tonight because Dan Goyette is back. He is waiting in Studio B for Goyette. It's a silent B. And so we want you to know that as Dan is waiting to come on, he is looking pretty and he is doing a lot of makeup on him. And right now he looks like Wayne Newton. So good job, Dan. Good job. I'm very proud of you. Thumbs up. Okay. I don't know if he can hear me or not. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, we've got Felicia in the house. We've got Joseph in the house. I'm not sure who else we have. We have a couple more other people. But once again, please make sure you say hello. We had a great day today. I also do another show. I'm doing a show called Backstage with Brody, and that's for people who are members of the International Stage Hypnotist Association, otherwise known as Aisha, and or Isha, take your pick. But we did a fantastic show. And if, by the way, if you are a stage hypnotist and you want to join Aisha, feel free to join it, and you can see all of our shows that we do for Backstage with Brody, and plus other fun stuff too. That we do every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check that out. This weekend coming up is a very, very, very important weekend. If you are just listening or if you're listening on replay, I'm going to go to Cleveland, and there is a college. I would call it a college get together of the entertainment committees, and they pick people who will entertain all these colleges in northern Ohio. So we're going to be on Showcase, and America's Fastest Hypnotist will be on Showcase, and looking forward to having a blast over there. So get ready, people, and I'll tell you about that next week as we get things going. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to see the world famous, the amazing, the incredible I already said world famous. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Goyette. There he is. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause. I love the scream at the end.
I know, right? So great. So, but anyways, hey, I'm back. Thanks for having me. So, having
Always,
all kinds of fun.
always glad to see you, especially when I look at you from this angle. Um, I can see your part perfectly.
I know, right? It's like it's just disappearing. Um,
It's there. It's there.
I know. I'm just
It's wonderful to see you. How have you been doing, Dan?
Frank and I have been busy. So it's been
Nice.
long. Today was a busy day, as you know. Um, one of the things that I've been working on today was actually the magazine, the spring issue, the Hypno World magazine, getting that together so it can go out. So that was taking up a bit of my time today,
Nice.
and then of course working on the newly formed and launched North American Hypnotherapy Guild. So that was taking up a good part of my time today, and yeah, just doing a
So
lot of
Dan,
things.
you are so incredibly busy, and you have so many different things that you're doing. A little. You have your hand in these little pots, and constantly doing all these different things. It really is impressive. First of all, because I mean, just for anyone who's running a conference itself, let alone running a newspaper, a video newspaper, I'm sorry, video magazine, and a newspapers are out these days, but what I'm saying is that it's just so impressive, and it's so. I mean, I know it has to be very time consuming. What do you do in your free time?
I don't know this word you speak. Free time?
Okay,
Oh,
there's two words:
that is two words.
free
Uh,
time,
well, in my free time, I take the 5 minutes and have a cup of coffee.
cup of
So
Joe.
there's an old saying that we had in the military: "I'll sleep when I'm dead," and I kinda like that. I agree with it because I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm
Okay.
done at that point. Um, so yeah, one,
So that's very interesting. Tell me a little bit about the history of each thing that you're doing. So let's take it
mm,
from the beginning. Which came first, the convention or the magazine?
the chicken. No. Um,
Right.
which came first? That's an old joke. What came first? The very first thing was Houghton Lake Hypnosis Therapy Studios. So
Okay.
that came first, and from 2012 to 2020, I want to say, all I that's all I did was see clients,
Hmm.
and then the very first thing to come after that was the conference. And
2021.
yeah, 2021, I believe it was. So right there in the heart of Gaylord, um, you know,
Yes, it
so
was the
easy,
heart of you.
so easy to get to.
Yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump for everybody.
So yeah, well, and for those of you who don't know what happened there, it wasn't a thing where I said, "Well, I'm Dan Goyette and I can do a better job and I can throw a conference." No, that didn't happen. Um, at the time, Michael is familiar with Heather Carpenter, and she kind of became my executive manager, and that's a whole other TED talk, but not in a bad way. So I believe I'd come back. I'd gotten back from Hypno Thoughts in August one year, and then September, November, the UK Hypnosis conference came up, and I got invited out there, and I went because it's the UK Hypnosis conference. It was an opportunity to put the words international speaker on my resume. Now I'm not an egotistical person, and I don't want to make it sound that way. Um, Plus, it was the UK. You know, hop, skip, and jump. I can go see Scotland, but I was only out there for like 2 days, maybe 3 days. Um, because it was so, I had to scramble to get the money together, get a plane ticket. I think they took care of the hotel room. I can't quite remember, but I did have to scramble to get money together because I just come back from Vegas, and I got out there, got back, and that's when Heather said, "Hey, why are you spending all this money um, making other people's conferences great or better?" And I'm thinking, well, just because I'm there doesn't make it great. Let's first be honest about that. Um, you know,
I, I disagree. You are a very, very, very important and a very,
I,
very worthwhile person. Keep going.
yeah. I will say I wasn't well known at the time. I don't
Mhm.
know how the UK folks heard of me because I think I'd only been presenting at Hypnothoughts, and I think maybe I'd presented at Heartland, but at that time. So I wasn't a well-known name in the field of hypnosis. I certainly wasn't a Jim Kellner or a William Mitchell or a Grant Saunders. Um, but I got invited, so I went, and I came back, and she said, "Well, why don't we have a conference?" I said, "Well, that's a lot of work, and it's a huge undertaking, and I don't think I, would even know where to begin with that." And she goes, "No, no, why don't we have a conference?" Oh, you're telling me we're putting a conference together? Because she's an administrator.
Mm.
She's a business person. She's an administrator. She knows how to do this. So yeah, we started it, and that was the reason it was in Gaylord. The reason, but Mike knows the reason, is they were the only venue to have us. No other one, nobody else. No emails were returned, phone calls weren't returned, messages weren't returned. That was the only venue that said, "Hey, come on out." So that's why it was in Gaylord. And then, of course, we had it the next year, and then the next year, and we had it the next year, and now we're working on it this year, and it keeps evolving. So yeah, hope that wasn't too long winded on the question answering.
Not at all. Not at all. I think.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you. You know what? Mike knows because we talk all the time, and he was there. The magazine actually started at the conference. If you remember, we put the magazine together as a thank you to all the folks that came out there that first year to support us. That's what created that, and it was not supposed to go any further than that. We were just doing this magazine so that everybody could say, "Oh, hey, I was in the conference magazine." And at the time, it was Hypno Cafe magazine, and then of course it became Hypno World. So yeah, same time, conference magazine. Yeah.
Very nice. And so
Mm.
the what uh was it Heather's idea that made you that did you decided that you wanted to do a conference, or was it yours?
A little bit of both. I know I tend to jokingly blame Heather, but it was I don't do anything I don't want to do.
Sure.
Let's get that out of there right now. So a little bit of both. And I'll tell you, the big reason for me was at the time when I got out of training in 2012, 2013. If you went online and you just Googled hypnosis or hypnotherapy in Michigan, you were tripping over it. And then in
Mhm.
21, when I began to look at this conference or think about having a conference, I was Googling that, and everything was in Detroit or so. Hello. I don't know who that is, but I'll wave and say hi.
You know
Um,
who Watcher of the Courts is?
I do not.
You do not. You might want to ask her first name.
Okay. What is your first name?
Okay, Watcher, tell Dan your first name.
Watcher of the courts.
Yep.
I don't know YouTube people.
Trust me, you'll know who this is.
I'm sure I will.
You you will. Um
So
so
where was I?
we were talking about how you came
Oh
up
yeah.
with all these different things.
So as I began to look at that, and I think you and I talked about this, the more I looked, the more I found that all the businesses online, the phone numbers were disconnected. There was the emails didn't. These people, they had gone out of business. There was still a website remnant up there, but and their social media, a lot of their posts were, the last thing they ever posted was 2016, 2015, so on and so forth. They had opened a business, they're going to be a hypnotherapist, and it didn't work out. And sometimes that happens, but it looked to me like it happened so quickly. Like they did it for a year, they did it for 2 years, and nothing happened, and they left. They didn't have anywhere to turn. They didn't have any. There wasn't um, any type of thing going on out there. So that was one of the big reasons I wanted to start that conference, was to give hypnosis in Michigan a fighting chance, per
Well,
se.
here's the thing. I know that without you and you doing the conference, I would have never I would have never gone to a conference before because I never did. That was the first time I ever went to a conference. B, I would have never been on a hypnosis conference board
Yeah,
because you shanghaied me into it. Uh, thank you so
I,
very much.
I did.
And I would have never met Grant or Jim or Richard or all
Oh,
these
yeah.
different people who've kind of helped me um, uh, advance my career. So I do appreciate everything that you've done and everything that you're going to do. I will tell the people out there that this year Dan has absolutely stepped it up incredibly and the pictures that are coming
Yeah.
out of the conference and the publicity is just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So,
Well, yeah.
and the best thing is Dan. Just so you know, people out there, that Dan's conference has definitely caused a riff, not I have to explain it this way, has caused a riff in the hypnosis community in the ways of, I have to finish that part, in the ways of, Dan, you have made this conference a very special conference that is different than others around the world, because this conference has been literally talked about saying that it's a small enough conference that everyone gets to know each other, gets to network with each other, gets to it's not so wound up that people don't have time to do that. In fact, you purposely make time for people to get to know each other. And I think that's very important, especially now that it's international, now that that it's a worldwide thing. And to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
it's always been international. I
I was
mean,
just gonna say,
ever since the first time, the
yeah,
first year. So, it's just a wonderful way to get to know people and get to know, veterans of hypnosis and people who are just starting. So I'm very impressed. If by the way, people in the who are watching this, all 5,000 people now who are watching this, if anybody has any questions for Dan, please feel free to put it in the comments. I will be glad to tell them. I am now looking at Facebook right now just to make sure there are no comment that there if there are any comments. So hold on for a second. I don't see any right now for YouTube, but I am looking for Facebook and I don't see anything right now. So, but if anybody has any kind of questions they would like to ask Dan, please feel free to just put it in the comments and we'll be glad to put that on. Dan, we are going to take we're going to take a, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. We're going to take a little break for a second, a commercial break.
I love
Um,
commercials.
and our commercial break is sponsored by What's the Matter You University. And What's the Matter You is university for people who really don't care. So we are going to show you something right over here. And let's see if we can get this going here. There we go. And this is from What's the Matter You? And they have a special class there. It's called Imagine a Snake. So this is it right here. Here's the intro to it. You want to see a really cool trick. I'm looking for, okay, you like to smile. Look at that. Hey, put your hands down. What happened to your shoe? Oh, look, we have a shoe over here. Probably the same size. Here, is this your shoe?
Yes.
I need someone who has a belt on who would be able to help me out. Raise your hand if you have a belt on. You sure? You positive?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to be able to, what's your name? Hannah, okay. Are you positive I can borrow your belt? Actually take off and borrow it? You sure? Okay, stand up, please. Let me have your belt, please. Was you good?
Yes.
Okay, that's a lovely belt. Are you sure you want to borrow your belt? Are you positive?
Yes.
Okay, then you're going to be my special helper, yes?
Okay.
Okay, promise? Okay, stand right over here. Okay. Hannah, yes?
Yes.
How many guys have ever, you want to say magic trick? Yes? Okay. How many guys have ever seen Chris Angel? You know what I'm talking about? Magic, illusionist. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, put your hands down. You know what I'm talking about? Illusionist? Person who makes things disappear and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Watch carefully. This is an illusion. Got it? This is an illusion. This is an illusion. It's not real. It's an illusion. Yes? Watch carefully. Ready? Ready, Hannah? Okay, focus. Watch. On the count of three, I'm about to turn this belt into an animal. Get ready. Here I go. Everybody focus. Watch. Here we go. Okay? 1, 2. Oh, now. Okay, I got it. Whoa, that's close. Hannah, thanks for helping me out. You'll be my volunteer. That's the most poisonous snake there is. Come here. Come on. See how I'm sure you're very brave. Come here, it's okay. You're very brave. Okay, stand that way. Stand that way. Okay, very important. You have to stare down fear. Don't move now. Don't move now. You okay, Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out here. Hold on. You're doing great. Hannah, you're very brave. Watch. You okay? I'll turn it back to the belt. Watch. I'll turn it back to the belt. Watch. 1, 2. Belt. Belt. Look, it's belt. I'm gonna see belt. Check. See, it's belt. It's okay. You obviously like snakes. Yeah. Check it out. No, you're not gonna check it out. It's a belt. See? Here you go. Okay. Go ahead and put it on. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You did a wonderful job. Here, just think of your wife. It's okay. Here you go. Yeah, just go ahead. I appreciate you doing that. It's very nice of you. Oh, look at the belt. Here. What did you say?
I said Jesus Christ.
Okay. It's okay. There you go. It's going to stay in the belt. In fact, I'm going to make sure it stays in the belt. Watch. Okay, it's a belt. It's staying in the belt. I promise. Okay. You can go stay Okay, Dan. Wow. I'm sorry about that. It was very long, and
It was good.
for some reason there's nobody signs up for those classes anymore. Don't understand why. Anyways, Dan, I hope you are doing well. Tell me what's for the future. What's it's in the future for the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference and for Dan Goyette.
So, well, the big thing this year for the future, we'll start in the near future. Did I just what is that? What was that? I don't know. Wow, it was just yeah, I know. I just went like, and so you shall notice the power of me. Turned into Charlton Heston there. So this year, what we're doing, yeah. Oh man, I just dated myself. Wow, you know, we're alone in that one, Mike.
You're
Uh,
doing well.
yeah, we got rid of the screens and projectors.
Mhm.
Just you remember the first year and the second year they worked really great in the venues that we had, but as the venues have moved and the rooms have changed and the lighting in that area doesn't work. The projectors, the screens are too big for the rooms. The projectors get washed out by the lights. So he's afraid
Yeah.
of snakes. I'm sorry. We have decided to go with the monitors, big monitors, and they're TVs, but I call them monitors. Um, so we purchased 4 of those today,
Mhm.
and we got the stands coming. So those are going to go. So that handles the lighting. You know, the presentations are going to be better. They're going to be, you know, everybody's going to be able to see them and hear them, and they're not going to have any problems. Even though the projectors we bought, sadly, were theater quality projectors on sound and uh, image, just wasn't working out for us. So you have to adapt and make things better. So there are some things coming in the future for the conference, but I'm not going to say what that is for next year just yet because I haven't quite figured it out. What?
Okay.
Yeah, what's next for the future for me is concentrating on the North American Hypnotherapy Guild because that is something that we started at the behest of being questioned so many times, as you
Mhm.
recall. Hey, you know, the Michigan Hypnotherapy Guild, can I join that? Can I join that? Can I join that? No, I said it's not. I said it's not that kind of guild. It just runs everything. So eventually, I after that last after the last conference where we had the discussion forum panel on, you know, talking about hypnosis and where it was going, I came back and I started thinking about that and oversight boards and so on and so forth. So I launched it. I said, you know what? I'm doing it. You know me, I don't wait. Um, so
Right.
yeah, so that is what's going on in the future. And as you can see behind me, I dug out some of my stuff and put it back up on the wall. Um, because it had been in my closet for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it was. Mm.
That's okay. But
So
I think everyone is really appreciative of how hard you're working and how hard you work for this. Just so you know, just so you understand that you are, you say that you're not going to sleep until the very end. I will tell you this, that you are carving out a legacy of yourself that is a very proud thing to know, just so you know. So when people think of Dan Goyette, they're going to think of many wonderful things, many wonderful happenings, and also how incredibly freaky zany you are.
yeah,
um,
because the
we'll never
conference has
forget
cake.
that part. What's that?
That's because the conference has cake. That's the reason they,
That's right.
you know, they don't come
Well,
there to see
obviously.
me. They know there's going to be cake. Um, so yeah. Oh, and the
Might
book.
have something to do with you. Might have something to do with you.
Yeah.
Just so you know. But I am, like I said, it is a wonderful thing to see to have you back on the show. It is a good time for all, and I want to make sure tell everybody when is the Michigan Hypnosis International Hypnosis Conference again?
So this year it is the 11th through the 13th, and we are back at the Hollywood Casino and Hotel in Greektown, Michigan. The insurance, excuse me, construction that was there last year will be done this year, so it'll look a lot nicer. So yeah, that is what we've got going on. And I will say that at the moment, I am working on getting a book out for the guild that I am working on in collaboration with SK Hypnosis. Sean Kostiak has been helping me out with that, and we are down to the final editing of it. So I'm hoping to have that out
Nice.
real soon. And the labor of love that has been the traveling hypnosis, the pod movie. I've been meeting with Mike Bentley at Redline Media. We've been doing a lot of things to get that out. I thought that would be out so much. I thought, I'll just whip this out. Wow, better phrasing. So excuse me while I whip this out.
Okay.
But
Wow. The
no,
censors of our show are just
losing it.
well, let's see. What did the censors say? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, we got that. Thank you. Thank you. Stop, please. Oh my
Oh.
gosh. I'm
So
sorry about
yeah,
that.
I thought that would be finished, but it has become a labor of love. So we are definitely taking this year to finish those projects. I just got back from the Performing Hypnosis Summit. You were there in
Mhm.
Las Vegas, Nevada at the lovely Gold Coast Casino. The Hypno Summit, the only summit for entertainment hypnosis. Your choice
That's right.
to
Oh,
increase your
by the way,
entertainment.
we have a question.
Yes.
It's a very intellectual question,
Oh
just
no.
for you. Will there be heat in the building?
So I hope it is so. So yes. As a matter of
And
fact,
cake.
and cake. The heat will cook the cake. That's what we've got going on.
There you
Um,
go.
we actually have been talking with the new person there, Corey Hoffman. She's a lovely young lady that took over for Jonathan Stokes,
Mhm.
and have been working diligently with Heidi Castle to get things ready for everyone to be there this year. And so,
Nice.
yeah. What else can I say? Michael Brody, our closing keynote speaker.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a
yeah.
very short subject, just like my hair.
Smooth.
Smooth
Yeah.
is not the word you're gonna see.
Yeah.
Um, it's gonna be crazy. I'm looking for so much forward to it. Absolutely looking forward to the both keynote speakers, myself and also who is Joni?
Joni Johnson Nighty.
Yeah.
And we waited, and she had talked to me last year, the year before, but I knew that she was going to be accompanying the swim team to the Paris Summer Olympics.
Mhm.
And she's like, you know what? I'm going to come back. And I was, oh, yeah, let's do that. And da 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 da. Because, I mean, when you hit that kind of level as a hypnotist, you talk about, me and you and others. When somebody says, excuse me, would you mind coming to the Olympics?
Mhm.
You're doing something right. That's all I'm going to
Absolutely.
say. Yeah.
I agree. All right. Well, listen, I want to
Mhm.
thank you so very much for coming on, and I do appreciate it. It is a an honor to do this again with you. I just want you to know that my wife Karen, she says hello to you.
Hi, Karen.
Um, she'll hear this later on. But she does say hello to you, and um, my sister says she's very proud of you. So
We're
good
proud of
job.
you.
Well, no, okay, I thought it was you, but that's all right.
Well, it could be
So
me, but it could be you. It could be us.
yeah, it could be both of us. I think so. Yeah. But I want to, on a segue, I want to thank you very much for being here and being on my show. And I would love to have other people on my show. So you, Dan, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to promote yourself and to say something you want to say. Um, Anything you want. Talk about the website. Talk about people for speakers and fun stuff like that. Do whatever you want. You got 15 seconds. Go ahead.
All right, 15 seconds. I am now officially throwing down the gauntlet. I am challenging all hypnotists and hypnotherapists to come on to Mindsight Hypnosis and be a better guest than me. Come to Mindsight Hypnosis. That's the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. I am throwing it down. Pick up the gauntlet if you dare. How's that?
Well, you could have literally said anything else, but okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dan, the man, the myth, the legend, we do appreciate you being here. I'm going to get going here, people. We love you. You guys take care. We will talk to you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. And maybe we'll even get Felicia to tell some dad jokes. Ooh, it's been a couple weeks. All right, guys. You guys take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye, Dan.
Bye.
Bye.